Guys, the excitement continues to keep coming. We now have a full breakdown of all the Void 3.0 stuff that we're going to be receiving when Witch Queen launches. Obviously, it's not every single bit of information, but we do have a lot of very, very good information that we can start build crafting things with, go over some interactions, and that is exactly what I want to start with this video and this series. If you saw the title, you know this video is going to be all about the Nothing Manacles exotic gauntlets for the Warlock. There is going to be some crazy combinations you can do with this when Void 3.0 comes out, and I want to let all of you guys know about it and just talk about how strong it possibly could be. Like I said, alright, this isn't every single thing about Void 3.0 that we know, so this could potentially get better than what we are already seeing. So if you guys enjoy these and would like to see more, stick around, let me know what you'd like to see in the comments, and if you really enjoy it, consider dropping a like. But with all that, let's just jump right into it. Okay, so we're on my Warlock here, and if you guys would like to know this build that I'm running right here, this is going to be my day one solo build for the Legendary campaign. I will link it up in the top right corner, and I will also have in the description if you guys like to go watch that. But let's talk about Nothing Manacles. That is going to be the focus of this video. Now, obviously, Nothing Manacles is an exotic that came with Season of the Lost, and it says you gain an additional scatter grenade charge, enables tracking for scatter grenade projectiles. So obviously on paper right here, this is already a very good exotic perk. Having an additional grenade is super strong on top of it enabling tracking for the scatter grenade. And scatter grenades are some of the best PvE grenades in the game if you use them correctly. So if we actually go over to the Void subclass really quick, the scatter grenade reads a grenade that splits into many sub-munitions and covers a large area with multiple explosions. So obviously we all know what a scatter grenade does. It's going to blow up, scatter everywhere, and it'll kill a lot of things if you throw it correctly. But what makes it even better is that obviously Nothing Manacles is going to track them, and on top of that, you also get additional grenades. So this is where Void 3.0 is going to come in. If we actually take a look at what we currently have right now with Void Walker, we have things like Chaos Accelerant, which obviously, you overcharge your grenade and you make it more deadlier and more effective. The more effective part of this is that the scatter grenade does get tracking. Maybe with the updated Chaos Accelerant and Witch Queen, the tracking that scatter grenade gets with Chaos Accelerant and Nothing Manacles will combine together, but as of right now, it doesn't work too well. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it was bugged at one point to where it just actually stopped the tracking. Hopefully that does get fixed and maybe improved as well, and then it is going to be really, really good. So Chaos Accelerant obviously is going to increase your damage and make your scatter grenade track a lot. Typically in PvE, if you're trying to run any grenade build, you would try to run top tree because you also have things like Bloom. So when you get a void ability kill, you're going to cause the enemy to explode to make your grenade be even more effective, and you have your melee where you can strike an enemy and then basically you're going to get a lot of grenade recharge rate. Now this is actually where Void 3.0 comes in, because you also have bottom skill tree with things like Devour. So kill an enemy with melee ability flow drain your health for a short time after it kills, restore additional health. Then you have Insatiable, so while Devour effect is active, killing the enemies extends the duration and recharge your grenade. So obviously with Devour active, you get kills, you get a bunch of grenade energy. Even if you get kills with the scatter grenade, you still get grenade energy back. So you get a huge chunk of grenade energy when you kill an enemy while Devour is active. But the problem is that Chaos Accelerant to get you more grenade damage and tracking, and Devour obviously in two separate skill trees. So now if we actually jump over to Void 3.0 and look at some of the new stuff that they have, we can actually start crafting together a really, really cool build with what we know already. So first off, if we just take a look at the aspects themselves, we have obviously Chaos Accelerant, hold down the grenade button to overcharge your Vortex, Axing Bolt, Scatter, and Magnetic Grenades. Magnetic Grenades overcharge into handheld Supernovas. Then we have Beat the Void, defeat an enemy with the Void ability to activate Devour. So right now, just with that alone, obviously in Void 3.0, everything I just went over, what we already have in the game, you're now going to have access for Chaos Accelerant and Devour, or aka Feed the Void, to be procced at the exact same time. This is super, super good. So now not only is your grenades just giving you more grenade energy, you're getting healed, you're getting that tracking, you're getting more damage. It is insanely, insanely good. Obviously, I know when Void 3.0 comes out, everybody's going to run the new aspect shot of the old gods, which could work in this build if you tweak some things around. But if you take Chaos Accelerant and Feed the Void, you're going to be able to do some crazy stuff. And that's not even just when we get into the fragments. Obviously, just those two alone is going to be insanely good, but when we get into the fragments, it becomes even better. So if we jump on over to the fragments, we have things like Echo of Expulsion. So void ability kills cause enemies to explode, and you get an intellect bonus. So this is just Bloom. Obviously Bloom is very, very good for a grenade build because you're going to get even more explosions, and this is also now giving you an intellect bonus, whereas previously it wasn't. So it's going to be even better than before. Then you have Echo of Undermining. Void grenades weaken enemies, but you do get a discipline penalty. Obviously the discipline penalty is pretty bad because you're going to be going for 100 discipline with this build anyway, but Void grenades are going to weaken enemies. Obviously, this is Oppressive Darkness from way back when. Oppressive Darkness is insanely strong, not only because of the debuff it applies for your team on bigger enemies, but it also just simply makes your grenade do even more damage. So now your Chaos Accelerant is giving more damage, and this fragment is giving your grenade more damage, which is just ridiculously strong. Now, from the fragments that we know, obviously those are the main two, but we also have things like Echo Provision, so damage enemies with the grenades grants melee energy, but you get a strength penalty, and then even things like Echo of Exchange, melee final blows grant grenade energy. So obviously your melee is going to be this like AoE thing now, so if you get a lot of kills with your melee, you're going to get even more grenade energy. But if you already have a ton of grenade energy, you could take Echo of Provision, so you get even more melee energy just because you're going to be slinging grenades everywhere, and you're going to be able to chain your abilities like crazy. Obviously, these are not all the fragments that we have, so there could be some secretly other broken thing in there that can make this build even better. And we also don't know the amount of fragment slots we're going to have with those two aspects slotted in. I would guess probably 3, maybe 4 at most, depending on obviously how they want to balance the stuff. But just with Echo of Expulsion and Echo of Undermining, that is already going to be insanely good. So if we just recap everything while taking a look at what we have, obviously with Void 3.0, we're going to be able to have Chaos Accelerant, Bloom, which is also going to give us more intellect with Void 3.0. We're going to have Devour, we're going to have Insatiable, and we're going to also have Oppressive Darkness. And this is just with what we know so far. Your scatter grenades are going to literally obliterate everything in the game, and it gets even better. Obviously, if we take a look at Nothing Manacles, that's just for Void 3.0. We can get into build crafting with Elemental Ordnance. Obviously, when you get grenade kills, you get Elemental Wells, which is going to give you more grenade energy. You can even slot into some Void Armor mods that you're going to have Void Wells everywhere with things like All of Tenacity. So when you pick up a Void Elemental Well, this reduces the damage you take from combatants for a short period of time, so you can have a ton of damage reduction on top of all the health you're getting already from Devour. As you see, this is going to be insane. Obviously, this build can work with a bunch of the grenades, but I think Nothing Manacles is legitimately going to be insanely strong. If you remember back in Destiny 1, there was a Nothing Manacle build where you could just basically chunk grenades everywhere. I honestly think this is what we're going to get in Destiny 2, but even better. But that's what it all for this video. Let me know what you guys think about the Nothing Manacles. Have you came up with any crazy combinations yourself or what you might like? And again, be sure to stick around if you guys want to see more videos like this leading up to Witch Queen. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.